Welcome to a journey that will fundamentally transform how you understand yourself, your energy, and your place in this vast, interconnected universe. You are about to embark on an exploration that bridges the ancient wisdom of consciousness traditions with the cutting-edge discoveries of quantum physics and neuroscience. This is not just another self-help program. This is your invitation to remember who you truly are and to live from that authentic frequency. Every single moment of your existence, you are vibrating. Your thoughts vibrate. Your emotions vibrate. Your cells vibrate. Your very atoms dance in rhythmic patterns of energy that connect you to everything in existence. Yet most of us have forgotten this fundamental truth. We live as if we are separate, isolated beings struggling against the world, when in reality, we are intricate parts of one magnificent vibrational symphony. The frequency you emit determines the reality you experience. This is not mystical wishful thinking. This is quantum physics meeting consciousness, studies meeting ancient spiritual wisdom. When you understand and apply the principles you are about to learn, you will discover that you have far more power over your life experience than you ever imagined possible. The science of frequency and consciousness? Let us begin with what modern science has revealed about the nature of reality itself. Everything in the universe, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxy, is energy in motion. This energy expresses itself through frequency and vibration. Your brain operates through electrical impulses that create measurable brainwave frequencies. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond your physical body. Your thoughts produce measurable changes in your cellular structure. Dr. Bruce Lipton's groundbreaking research in epigenetics has shown us that our beliefs and thoughts literally rewrite our genetic expression. The genes you were born with are not your destiny. They are more like a piano keyboard, and your consciousness is the pianist, choosing which keys to play. When you change your internal frequency, you change which genetic programs are activated in your body. The HeartMath Institute has demonstrated that coherent heart rhythms, achieved through positive emotions and focused intention, create a state of physiological coherence that optimizes cognitive function, emotional stability, and physical health. Your heart is not just a pump. It is an intelligent organ that generates 60 times more electrical activity than your brain and communicates with every cell in your body through electromagnetic signals. Quantum physics reveals that at the fundamental level, there is no solid matter. What we perceive as physical reality is actually waves of probability collapsing into specific experiences based on observation and intention. The observer effect shows us that consciousness plays a fundamental role in determining what becomes real. You're not just living in reality. You are participating in its creation every moment through your attention, intention, and vibrational state. Ancient wisdom meets modern understanding. For thousands of years, wisdom traditions across the world have taught that consciousness is primary and that we can influence our reality through practices that alter our state of being. The Hindu concept of chakras describes energy centers that regulate different aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. The Chinese understanding of Chi, or life force energy, forms the basis of acupuncture, martial arts, and traditional medicine. Indigenous shamanic traditions worldwide recognize that reality consists of multiple levels of consciousness that can be accessed and influenced through specific practices. What is remarkable is how closely these ancient teachings align with modern scientific discoveries. The 7 chakras correspond almost perfectly to the major nerve plexuses and endocrine glands identified by anatomy. The meridian system mapped by traditional Chinese medicine follows pathways that modern research has shown to have unique electrical properties. The shamanic understanding of different levels of consciousness mirrors what neuroscience has discovered about various brainwave states and their associated experiences. This convergence tells us something profound. Human beings have always possessed an intuitive understanding of the vibrational nature of reality. We have simply forgotten how to access and apply this knowledge in our daily lives. Your ancestors knew how to work with energy, how to read the subtle signals of the natural world, and how to align themselves with the greater rhythms of existence. This knowledge is your birthright, encoded in your very DNA, waiting to be reactivated, your current vibrational state. Before we can raise your vibration, we need to understand where you are right now. Your current frequency is a complex blend of your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, physical health, environmental influences, and the energy you absorb from others. Most people are completely unconscious of their vibrational state. They react to life from habit patterns established in childhood, perpetuating the same frequencies that created their current circumstances. Take a moment right now to check in with yourself. How does your body feel? What is the quality of your thoughts? What emotions are you carrying? Are you feeling expanded and energized, or contracted and depleted? This is your baseline vibration, your starting point for transformation. Most people operate from frequencies dominated by survival concerns, past traumas, social conditioning, and fear-based programming. These lower frequencies create experiences of struggle, limitation, conflict, and dissatisfaction. You might recognize some of these patterns in your own life. Perhaps you find yourself repeating the same relationship dynamics, facing similar financial challenges, or feeling stuck in career situations that do not fulfill you. These are not random occurrences. They are reflections of your dominant vibrational patterns. The beautiful truth is that you can change these patterns. You can consciously choose to shift your frequency and, in doing so, transform your entire life experience. This is not about positive thinking or denying challenges. This is about understanding the energetic laws that govern how reality operates and learning to work with them intentionally. The higher self-connection. Within you exists a part of your consciousness that has never been wounded, never been programmed by fear, and never forgotten its connection to the infinite. Different traditions call this aspect by various names: the higher self, the soul, the Atman, the Buddha nature, or the divine spark. This is the part of you that chose to incarnate in this lifetime, that selected your particular challenges and opportunities for growth, and that knows your true purpose and potential. Your higher self exists at a much higher frequency than your everyday personality consciousness. It sees the bigger picture of your life, understands the spiritual lessons embedded in your experiences, and knows the fastest path to your greatest joy and fulfillment. When you align with your higher self, you begin to live from wisdom rather than habit, from love rather than fear, and from purpose rather than survival. The disconnection from your higher self is the root cause of most human suffering. When you operate primarily from your ego consciousness, which is the aspect of your mind that was programmed by your family, culture, and past experiences, you feel separate, vulnerable, and limited. The ego is not bad or wrong. It serves important functions in navigating physical reality. However, when it becomes the dominant organizing principle of your life, you lose touch with your true power and purpose. Reconnecting with your higher self is like tuning into a radio station that has always been broadcasting, but that you had stopped listening to. The signal is always there, but you need to adjust your receiver to pick it up clearly. This requires shifting your consciousness from the frequency of problem-solving and worry to the frequency of trust, curiosity, and openness, the journey ahead. Over the course of this transformative experience, you will learn specific, practical techniques for raising your vibration and aligning with your higher self. You will discover how to read your energy field, clear emotional blockages, reprogram limiting beliefs, and create coherence between your heart and mind. You will explore different levels of consciousness and learn to access states of awareness that reveal new possibilities for your life. This is not a quick fix or a magic formula. This is a complete rewiring of how you understand and interact with reality. Some of what you learn may challenge beliefs you have held for your entire life. Some practices may feel foreign or uncomfortable at first. This is natural and expected. You are literally changing the neural pathways in your brain and the energetic patterns in your field. This takes time, patience, and compassion with yourself. The most important thing to understand is that this transformation is not about becoming someone different. It is about removing the layers of conditioning that have obscured who you truly are. You are not broken and do not need to be fixed. You are a magnificent being of consciousness, temporarily inhabiting a physical form, and you are here to remember your true nature and express it in the world. Setting your intention. Before we dive deeper into the specific techniques and understanding, it is crucial that you set a clear intention for this journey. Your intention acts like a tuning fork, establishing the frequency that will guide your entire experience. Without clear intention, your efforts will be scattered and less effective. With focused intention, you align all aspects of your being toward your desired outcome. Take a few moments now to connect with what you truly want from this experience. Go beyond surface desires, like more money or better relationships, though these may certainly manifest as you raise your vibration. Connect with the deeper longing of your soul. What would it feel like to live completely aligned with your true nature? What would change in your life if you operated from your highest frequency? How would you feel, think, and act differently? Your intention might sound something like, I intend to remember and embody my true nature as a being of infinite love and wisdom. I intend to clear all limitations that prevent me from expressing my highest potential. I intend to align my life with my soul's purpose and to be a positive force in the world. Whatever words resonate with you, speak them with conviction and feeling. Feel them in your body, not just in your mind. This intention will serve as your North Star throughout this journey. When you encounter resistance, doubt, or old patterns trying to reassert themselves, return to this intention. Let it remind you why you began this path and where you are heading. Your intention has creative power. It sends a signal into the quantum field that begins attracting the experiences, people, and opportunities that will support your transformation. Chapter 2. Understanding your energy field. Every human being exists within and is part of a complex dynamic energy field. This field extends beyond your physical body and contains information about your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, past experiences, and potential futures. Learning to perceive, read, and consciously influence this field is fundamental to raising your vibration and aligning with your higher self. Most people are completely unaware of their energy field. They live as if they are solid physical beings, interacting with a solid physical world. While this perspective has practical value for navigating daily life, it severely limits your understanding of what is possible. When you begin to perceive yourself as a field of consciousness, expressing through a physical form, you open doorways to levels of influence and transformation that seemed impossible before. The anatomy of your energy field. Your energy field consists of multiple layers, each with its own characteristics and functions. The ancient tradition of chakras provides one useful map for understanding these layers, though there are many other valid systems. What matters most is not the specific terminology, but the recognition that you are a multidimensional being with different levels of your energy field, corresponding to different aspects of your experience. The layer closest to your physical body is often called the etheric field. This layer is intimately connected with your physical health and vitality. When you feel energized and vibrant, your etheric field is strong and clear. When you feel tired, depleted, or ill, this layer often shows disturbances or depletion. You can learn to sense this layer as a subtle tingling or warmth extending a few inches from your skin. The next layer is associated with your emotional body. This is where your feelings exist as energetic patterns. Each emotion has its own frequency signature. Love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at high frequencies that expand and energize your field. Fear, anger, and sadness vibrate at lower frequencies that contract and deplete your energy. Most people carry emotional imprints from past experiences in this layer, including both positive and traumatic memories. Beyond the emotional layer is your mental body, which contains your thoughts, beliefs, and mental patterns. Your recurring thoughts create standing wave patterns in this part of your field. If you consistently think thoughts of limitation, these create restrictive patterns that influence what you can perceive and manifest. Expansive thoughts of possibility and potential create entirely different patterns that open new pathways for experience. The outer layers of your field connect you with higher levels of consciousness, including your higher self, and what some traditions call the causal body or spiritual essence. These layers hold the blueprint of your soul's purpose, your innate gifts and talents, and your connection to universal consciousness. Most people have little conscious access to these layers, but they can be developed through specific practices. How your field interacts with reality. Your energy field is not separate from the world around you. It is constantly interacting with other fields, environments, and the quantum field itself. Understanding these interactions helps explain why certain people, places, and situations either energize or drain you, and why your internal state so powerfully influences your external experiences. When you enter a room, your field immediately begins resonating with the fields of everyone present. If the overall vibration is higher than yours, you may feel uplifted and inspired. If it is lower, you might feel drained or uncomfortable. This is why being around positive, high-vibration people tends to elevate your own state, while spending time with those who are stuck in lower frequencies can pull you down if you are not consciously maintaining your own field. Your field also interacts with physical environments. Natural settings like forests, mountains, and bodies of water generally carry high, coherent frequencies that can help clear and balance your energy. Urban environments, especially those with electromagnetic pollution from technology, often carry more chaotic frequencies that can disturb your field if you are sensitive. This is why spending time in nature is so healing and restorative for most people. Perhaps most importantly, your energy field acts as both a transmitter and receiver in the quantum field. The frequencies you generate through your thoughts, emotions, and overall state send signals that attract corresponding experiences. This is the energetic basis of what many people call the law of attraction, though that term only scratches the surface of how consciousness and reality interact. When your field is coherent and aligned with high frequencies, you naturally attract opportunities, relationships, and situations that match that vibration. When your field is fragmented or dominated by lower frequencies, you tend to manifest experiences that reflect those patterns. This is not judgment or punishment. It is simply how the energetic laws of the universe operate. Reading your own energy field. Developing the ability to sense and read your own energy field is one of the most practical skills you can learn for raising your vibration. Most people only notice their energy when it is severely depleted or disturbed. By learning to read the more subtle signals, you can make adjustments before problems manifest in your physical health, emotions, or life circumstances. Begin by simply checking in with your energy several times throughout the day. Pause whatever you are doing and scan your body from head to toe. Notice where you feel energy flowing freely and where it feels blocked or stagnant. Pay attention to your overall sense of vitality. Do you feel expanded or contracted? Light or heavy? Clear or cloudy? Your breath is one of the most reliable indicators of your energetic state. When your energy is flowing well, your breathing tends to be deep, rhythmical, and effortless. When your energy is blocked or disturbed, your breathing often becomes shallow, irregular, or strained. You can use your breath both as a diagnostic tool and as a way to influence your energetic state. Notice how different thoughts affect your energy field. Think about something that brings you joy and observe how your energy responds. Feel how your body expands, your breathing deepens, and your overall sense of vitality increases. Now think about something that worries or frustrates you, and notice the immediate energetic contraction. Your field literally changes shape based on the frequency of your thoughts. Pay attention to how different people affect your energy. After spending time with someone, notice whether you feel more energized or more drained. This is not necessarily a reflection of whether they are good or bad people, but rather an indication of how your fields interact. Learning to maintain your own energetic boundaries while remaining open and loving is an essential skill for anyone working to raise their vibration. Environmental influences on your field. Your energy field is constantly influenced by your environment, often in ways you do not consciously recognize. Learning to identify these influences and make conscious choices about your energetic environment is crucial for maintaining a high vibration. The physical spaces you inhabit carry their own energetic signatures. Homes that are clean, organized, and filled with natural light tend to support higher frequencies. Cluttered, dark, or stagnant environments can weigh down your energy. This is why practices like feng shui and space clearing have been developed in many cultures. You do not need to become an expert in these systems, but you can learn to sense how different environments affect you and make choices accordingly. The electromagnetic environment also significantly impacts your energy field. While the full effects of electromagnetic pollution are still being studied, many sensitive individuals report that excessive exposure to Wi-Fi, cell towers, and electronic devices can disturb their energy and make it harder to maintain high vibrational states. Consider creating some electromagnetic sanctuaries in your home, where you can restore to your natural energetic rhythms. The people you spend time with have perhaps the greatest environmental influence on your energy field. Every relationship is an energetic exchange. Some people naturally lift your vibration through their presence, while others seem to drain your energy. This does not mean you should only spend time with high-vibration people, but it does mean you should be conscious of these dynamics and take appropriate measures to maintain your own energetic integrity. Media consumption also affects your energy field more than most people realize. The frequencies embedded in news, entertainment, and social media content influence your thoughts, emotions, and overall vibrational state. Violence, fear-based news, and negative entertainment literally lower your frequency. Uplifting, inspiring, and educational content can raise your vibration. Choose your media diet as consciously as you would choose your food. Energetic boundaries and protection. One of the most common challenges people face when they begin working with energy is learning to maintain appropriate boundaries. Many sensitive individuals feel overwhelmed by the energy of others or find themselves unconsciously taking on the emotions and problems of people around them. Learning to maintain clear energetic boundaries while remaining open and compassionate is essential for spiritual development. Energetic boundaries are not walls that separate you from others. They are more like semi-permeable membranes that allow positive energy to flow while filtering out what does not serve you. Healthy boundaries actually enhance your ability to be present and helpful to others because you are operating from your own center rather than being pulled off balance by external forces. One simple technique for establishing energetic boundaries is to visualize yourself surrounded by a bubble of light. This bubble allows love and positive energy to flow freely in both directions, while preventing negative or chaotic energy from disturbing your field. You can adjust the permeability of this bubble based on the situation. In challenging environments, you might make it more protective. In safe, loving spaces, you can make it more open. Another effective approach is to consciously connect with your higher self before entering situations where you might encounter lower vibrational energies. When you are aligned with your higher self, you naturally maintain your center and are less likely to be pulled into drama or negativity. Your higher self has access to wisdom and perspective that your personality consciousness lacks. It is also important to regularly clear your energy field of any foreign energies you may have picked up. This is especially important if you work in healing professions, spend time in hospitals or other institutional settings, or live with people who are going through difficult times. Simple practices like taking salt baths, spending time in nature, or using visualization techniques can help clear your field and restore your natural energetic signature. Working with chakras and energy centers, the chakra system provides a practical framework for understanding and working with different aspects of your energy field. While there are many variations of this system, the basic understanding of 7 major energy centers offers a comprehensive map for energetic development. Your root chakra, located at the base of your spine, governs your sense of safety, belonging, and physical vitality. When this center is balanced, you feel grounded, secure, and connected to the earth. When it is imbalanced, you might experience anxiety, financial insecurity, or health problems. Working with this chakra involves practices that help you feel safe and connected to your body and the physical world. The sacral chakra, located below your navel, is associated with creativity, sexuality, and emotional flow. A balanced sacral chakra allows you to express yourself creatively, enjoy healthy intimate relationships, and flow with the changes of life. Imbalances here might manifest as creative blocks, relationship difficulties, or emotional numbness. This center responds well to movement, creative expression, and practices that honor your sensual nature. Your solar plexus chakra, located at your upper abdomen, governs personal power, confidence, and digestive fire. When this center is strong, you feel capable, confident, and able to manifest your desires in the physical world. Imbalances might show up as low self-esteem, digestive issues, or difficulty taking action on your goals. This chakra is strengthened through practices that build personal power and clear expression of your will. The heart chakra, located at the center of your chest, is the bridge between your lower and higher centers. It governs love, compassion, and connection. A balanced heart chakra allows you to give and receive love freely, feel connected to others, and experience the unity that underlies apparent separation. Heart chakra imbalances might manifest as relationship difficulties, loneliness, or physical heart problems. This center opens through practices of self-love, forgiveness, and service to others. Your throat chakra governs communication, truth, and creative expression. When this center is clear, you can speak your truth with love, express yourself authentically, and communicate clearly with others. Imbalances might show up as difficulty speaking up for yourself, creative blocks, or throat problems. This chakra is balanced through practices that encourage authentic self-expression and clear communication. The third eye chakra, located between your eyebrows, is associated with intuition, wisdom, and inner knowing. A balanced third eye allows you to see beyond surface appearances, trust your inner guidance, and perceive the deeper patterns of life. Imbalances might manifest as confusion, lack of direction, or difficulty trusting your intuition. This center is developed through meditation, contemplation, and practices that cultivate inner awareness. Your crown chakra, at the top of your head, connects you with higher consciousness and spiritual wisdom. When this center is open, you feel connected to something greater than yourself and experience the unity of all existence. You receive guidance and inspiration from higher dimensions of consciousness. Imbalances might show up as feeling spiritually disconnected, lacking purpose, or experiencing depression. This chakra opens through prayer, meditation, and surrender to higher will. Working with your chakras is not about achieving some perfect state of balance. These energy centers are dynamic and constantly changing based on your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. The goal is to develop awareness of these different aspects of yourself and learn practices that support the healthy flow of energy through all your centers. Energy healing and clearing techniques. Your energy field naturally tends toward healing and balance, but sometimes it needs conscious assistance to clear blockages and restore optimal flow. There are many effective techniques for energy healing and clearing, ranging from simple self-care practices to sophisticated healing modalities. One of the most basic and effective techniques is conscious breathing. Your breath is intimately connected with your energy field. Deep, rhythmical breathing helps move stagnant energy and brings fresh life force into your system. When you breathe consciously, you are literally breathing light and energy into your field. Spend a few minutes each day focusing solely on your breath, allowing it to become deeper and more rhythmical. Visualization is another powerful tool for energy work. You can visualize light flowing through your body, clearing away any darkness or heaviness. Imagine streams of golden light entering through your crown chakra and flowing through each energy center, dissolving any blockages and restoring balance. The more vividly you can imagine this process, the more effective it will be. Movement is essential for maintaining healthy energy flow. When energy becomes stagnant, gentle movement can help restore circulation. This could be formal practices like yoga, tai chi, or qigong, or simply dancing, walking, or stretching. The key is to move with awareness, feeling the energy flowing through your body as you move. Sound can be incredibly effective for energy clearing and healing. Different frequencies resonate with different parts of your energy field. Chanting, singing, playing instruments, or listening to healing music can help clear blockages and raise your vibration. Many traditions use specific sounds or mantras for different chakras and aspects of energetic healing. Working with crystals and natural elements can also support your energy work. Crystals are organized forms of mineral consciousness that naturally emanate coherent frequencies. Different stones resonate with different aspects of your energy field. You do not need to become an expert in crystal healing, but you can learn to sense which stones feel supportive to you and incorporate them into your practice. Advanced energy practices. As you develop greater sensitivity to your energy field, you can explore more advanced practices for working with consciousness and vibration. These techniques require patience and consistent practice to master, but they can produce profound transformations in your awareness and life experience. Energy projection is the ability to consciously direct your energy field to influence your environment or send healing to others. This is not about controlling or manipulating, but rather about learning to work cooperatively with the energetic laws of the universe. You can practice sending love and healing energy to people you care about, or directing positive energy towards situations that need support. Remote viewing and distant healing demonstrate that consciousness is not limited by space and time. These abilities develop naturally as you expand your awareness beyond the boundaries of your physical body. While these skills require significant development, even beginning practitioners can experience moments of expanded perception that reveal the unlimited nature of consciousness. Working with energy grids and ley lines connects you with the larger energetic systems of the Earth. The planet itself has an energy field with specific patterns and flows. Learning to attune to these natural rhythms can greatly enhance your own energetic development and help you feel more connected to the living Earth. Developing the ability to see auras and energy fields with your physical vision is possible for many people with practice. This usually begins as a subtle sensing or peripheral vision phenomenon and can develop into clear visual perception. Seeing energy fields directly provides immediate feedback about the effects of different thoughts, emotions, and practices on your vibration. The most advanced energy practice is learning to consciously work with the quantum field itself. This involves understanding that reality is fundamentally probabilistic and that focused intention can influence which possibilities become manifest. This level of work requires a deep understanding of consciousness, energy, and the nature of reality itself. Integration and daily practice. Understanding your energy field intellectually is only the beginning. The real transformation comes through consistent daily practice and integration of this awareness into all aspects of your life. This does not mean you need to spend hours each day in formal energy work, but rather that you develop the habit of maintaining conscious awareness of your energetic state throughout your daily activities. Begin each day by checking in with your energy field. Before you get out of bed, scan your body and energy, noting your overall vitality and any areas that need attention. Set an intention for maintaining a high vibration throughout the day, regardless of what circumstances you encounter. Throughout the day, take brief moments to reconnect with your energy. This could be as simple as taking 3 conscious breaths, feeling your feet on the ground, or sending appreciation to your heart. These micro-practices help maintain your energetic awareness and prevent you from getting completely lost in external activities. End each day by clearing your energy field of anything you may have picked up during your interactions and activities. This could involve a brief visualization, a cleansing shower with conscious intention, or simply asking your higher self to restore your natural energetic signature while you sleep. Pay attention to how different activities, people, and environments affect your energy, and make conscious choices based on this awareness. This does not mean avoiding all challenging situations, but rather approaching them with greater consciousness and appropriate energetic protection. Remember that working with your energy field is a lifelong journey of discovery and development. Be patient with yourself as you learn these new skills. Trust your own direct experience over what anyone else tells you about energy work. Your inner knowing is your most reliable guide in this exploration. Chapter 3. Reprogramming your mental and emotional patterns. The thoughts you think and the emotions you feel are not random occurrences happening to you. They are learned patterns, deeply embedded in your nervous system and energy field, that shape every aspect of your reality. Most of these patterns were established in childhood, before you had the conscious awareness to choose what to accept or reject. Now, as an adult seeking to raise your vibration and align with your higher self, you have the power to examine these patterns and consciously reprogram those that no longer serve your highest good. This process of mental and emotional reprogramming is not about suppressing or denying parts of yourself. It is about bringing unconscious patterns into conscious awareness where you can work with them skillfully. Every limiting belief, every recurring emotional reaction, and every mental habit that keeps you stuck is also a doorway to greater freedom. When you understand how these patterns were created, you can learn to create new ones that support your highest potential. The neuroscience of mental programming. Your brain is not fixed. It is neuroplastic, meaning it continues to form new neural pathways throughout your entire life. Every thought you think strengthens certain neural networks while allowing others to weaken. Every emotion you feel creates biochemical changes that influence which thoughts and behaviors feel natural to you. This is both the challenge and the opportunity of mental reprogramming. Your current patterns feel automatic because they have been reinforced thousands of times. But this same neuroplasticity allows you to create entirely new patterns. The key insight from neuroscience is that neurons that fire together wire together. When you repeatedly think certain thoughts or feel certain emotions, the associated brain cells form stronger connections. Eventually, these patterns become so established that they operate below the level of conscious awareness. This is why you might find yourself reacting to situations in ways that surprise you, or thinking thoughts that you know are not helpful but seem to arise automatically. Your subconscious mind, which operates these automatic patterns, processes about 11 million bits of information per second, while your conscious mind can only handle about 40 bits per second. This means that most of your mental and emotional activity is happening outside of your conscious awareness. The patterns running in your subconscious mind were primarily established during your first 7 years of life, when your brain was in a highly programmable state called theta frequency. During these early years, you absorbed the beliefs, emotions, and behavioral patterns of your primary caregivers and environment. You learned what was safe and dangerous, what was possible and impossible, what kinds of people you could trust, and what you needed to do to receive love and approval. These early programs continue to run in the background of your mind, influencing your decisions, relationships, and life experiences decades later. The beautiful truth is that what was programmed can be reprogrammed. You can use the same principles of neuroplasticity that created your limiting patterns to create new patterns that support your highest potential. This requires understanding how your mind works and applying specific techniques consistently over time. Identifying your core programming. Before you can reprogram limiting patterns, you need to identify what they are. This requires honest self-examination and a willingness to look at aspects of yourself that you might prefer to ignore. Remember that these patterns are not character flaws or permanent defects. They are learned responses that once served a purpose but may no longer be helpful. One way to identify your core programming is to look at the recurring themes in your life. What kinds of situations do you find yourself in repeatedly? What types of relationships do you attract? What emotional states do you experience most often? What thoughts run through your mind when you face challenges or make important decisions? These patterns provide clues to the deeper programming that is creating your experiences. Pay particular attention to your automatic responses to stress, conflict, or uncertainty. These situations tend to activate your most deeply embedded survival programs. Do you become aggressive and controlling when threatened? Do you withdraw and shut down? Do you become pleasing and accommodating? Do you become anxious and scattered? These stress responses often replicate the strategies you learned in childhood to deal with difficult situations. Your relationship patterns also reveal important programming. Look at your closest relationships, both current and past. What dynamics tend to repeat? What roles do you play? What kinds of partners do you attract? What triggers your strongest emotional reactions? Your relationships are mirrors that reflect your internal programming back to you with remarkable accuracy. Another window into your programming is your relationship with money, success, and abundance. What thoughts and feelings arise when you think about having more money than you currently have? What beliefs do you hold about wealthy people? What do you believe you need to do or sacrifice to be financially successful? These beliefs were often absorbed from your family and culture during your formative years. Your physical body also holds important information about your mental and emotional programming. Chronic tension patterns, recurring health issues, and areas of physical sensitivity often correspond to emotional and mental patterns. Your body keeps the score of all your experiences, storing unprocessed emotions and limiting beliefs in your tissues and organs. The emotional layer of programming. While mental beliefs are important, the emotional charge associated with those beliefs gives them their power. You might intellectually understand that you are worthy of love and success, but if you carry emotional patterns of shame, fear, or unworthiness, these feelings will override your mental understanding and continue to create experiences that match the emotional frequency. Emotions are energy in motion. When emotions are fully felt and allowed to flow through your system, they naturally complete their cycle and dissolve. However, when emotions are suppressed, denied, or avoided, they become stuck in your energy field and nervous system. These stuck emotions continue to influence your thoughts, decisions, and experiences until they are consciously processed and released. Most people carry emotional patterns from their childhood that continue to run their adult lives. The fear of abandonment, learned from an absent parent, continues to sabotage intimate relationships. The shame absorbed from critical caregivers continues to undermine self-confidence and success. The anger from childhood powerlessness continues to create conflict and struggle in adult life. These emotional patterns are not just psychological. They are energetic frequencies that attract corresponding experiences. When you carry the frequency of fear, you attract situations that trigger fear. When you carry the frequency of unworthiness, you attract experiences that reflect unworthiness back to you. This is not punishment or bad luck. It is the precise way that consciousness and energy interact to create reality. The key to transforming emotional patterns is learning to feel them fully without being overwhelmed by them. This requires developing what psychologists call emotional regulation skills and what spiritual traditions call emotional mastery. You learn to observe your emotions without being controlled by them, to feel them without drowning in them, and to extract the wisdom they contain without being driven by their reactive impulses. Belief systems and their origins. Beliefs are thoughts that you have thought so many times that they feel like facts. They are mental constructs that filter your perception of reality, determining what you notice and what you ignore, what seems possible and what seems impossible. Most of your core beliefs were not consciously chosen by you. They were absorbed from your family, culture, religion, and early experiences. Some beliefs are obviously limiting and relatively easy to identify. Beliefs like, I am not smart enough, I don't deserve success, or life is a struggle, clearly restrict your potential. However, many limiting beliefs are more subtle and disguised as wisdom or realism. Beliefs like, you have to work hard to succeed, you cannot trust other people, or you have to choose between spiritual growth and material success can be just as restrictive while appearing reasonable or even virtuous. Beliefs about yourself form the core of your identity and have the most powerful influence on your life experience. What do you believe about your intelligence, attractiveness, worthiness, capabilities, and potential? What do you believe about your role in your family, your community, and the world? These self-concept beliefs act like a thermostat, keeping your experiences within a certain range, regardless of external circumstances.